Alright, so it's actually been a little minute since I've actually been excited about something. So when I heard that Invincible was releasing season 3 last year, I tapped in instantly, bro. Moving like I'm Quicksilver. And after watching season 2, I decided to finish up the comics. At least up until where I think season 3 will end, so bear with me with that one. And let me tell you, this season is where it's really gonna kick off. But as you can tell by the title, I ain't here to yap about the comics, bro. I'm here to yap about the first 3 episodes of season 3. Well, I say the first 3 episodes, but in reality, I'm just gonna pick and choose what I wanna talk about. Cause what do you think this is? Disney? I am a one-man army, bro. I'm doing all the stuff on this channel by myself. And also, if you couldn't tell, this is a filler video. Also, X2, heavy spoilers for season 3 of Invincible. If you ain't watched it yet, click off the video and go and watch it now. I've given you enough time to bake off, so no time wasted, let's get into this shit, bro. Play the damn music. So let's start off this season with a training montage because as we all know, this nigga Mark is named Invincible but gets thrown around like he's a ping pong ball. He needs the training. After the training, he gets a mission straight up, no resting time. Cause some time traveling nigga stole the Declaration of Independence and we get the reveal that Duplicate is actually still alive. I mean, it's not really surprising because she can literally make clones of herself, so what's really gonna stop her from making an extra clone where she can just hide in a safe house, am I right? And Vex also isn't a dickhead anymore, so there's also that. Oh, and Doc Seismic is in jail right now. I'm sure he won't be involved in anything soon. Now, there's a lot of stuff in this episode that I'm not really trying to talk about, so let's get to the main part. The GDA is panicking because all of the superheroes got kidnapped, snatched like their name was Madeleine McCann. So Doc Seismic has all these men in these weird spiderweb looking pods underground, and he thinks that he's got everybody under lock and key. But he's forgetting about one nigga. So Seismic clocks Invincible and he's not gonna let this nigga try and treat him like Magneto in Days of Future Past. So he calls for his backup, which are these big worm looking things, and somehow manages to get the upper hand on the niggas, bro. But as we've seen with the whole thing with Anissa, I'm gonna make a video on that fight by the way, it's probably gonna come in like 2 months, I'll be honest. The training was all for nothing, cause he can't even fight off a couple of worms right now. Like, come on, bro, this nigga is half Viltrumite. That part of him should be kicking in the moment that he gets in a tussle, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why did the writers of Invincible give him that name if he's just gonna sell this bad? Instead of naming him Invincible, they should've just named him Tony Snell, I'm not gonna lie. Adam Eve gets clocked by Seismic, and you know how these superheroes get when any female is in danger. It's like the moment they detect that the potential pum-pum is in danger, they get a power-up like it's Mario or something. Like seriously, can we please stop with this trope already? I couldn't even count on my hands how many times that I've witnessed this exact same thing in other forms of media. Some of them not even superhero media as well. Invincible got hit with the Dr. Octopus straight in his aortic valve, but since Eve was in danger, he mustered up the strength to fight against the worm. But the worm must have laced this nigga with something. Crack? Fent? Shit, I don't even know. Cause he can't even see straight and is stumbling all over the place. And that's the moment Doc Seismic gets the upper hand and knocks him out, trapping him in one of them pods. But Cecil ain't trying to let Doc Seismic become a threat to the world. Because, let's be for real, yeah? If you saw a nigga dressed up like this, trying to say that he's gonna take over the world and he actually does it, that shit would be so embarrassing, bro. I would never live that shit down, not gonna lie. So he sends in the Reanimant to spin back and gets Darkwing involved as well. They end up freeing all the heroes and they spin back with efficiency, moving like the King Von in any corner of Chicago. Doc Seismic gets fleeced by Darkwing and everything's okay. Except for the fact that Darkwing killed people in the city, so Invincible tackles into him and starts raging. Cause he knows that Cecil brought him back into the superhero business, when he thinks that he should be in jail. So he talks to Cecil about that shit. Cecil, what the fuck you got going on in this place, nigga? You got little murderers working for you. Mark, those murderers are helping us save lives. If you got a problem with it, put it in the shredder. Also, you killed Angstrom Levy. I don't know about you, but you're sounding like a hypocrite right now. Nigga, you know that was different. He threatened my family. And why are we even in this white room?
The white room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
From you, Mark.
And he gets all the Reanimant out and sends them straight for Invincible. And I low-key find it a little bit disturbing that the blood of the Reanimant ain't red. Why is that shit the same color as doo-doo, nigga? Ugh. What was Sinclair cooking in that lab? But anyway, he manages to fleece them all.
Psych a lot! Yep.
The whole room is full of the Reanimant, bro. And he tries to send for one, but you know how these governmental niggas move in these superhero worlds, bro. Contingencies upon contingencies, just like his Batman. Cause Cecil pulls out a remote and uses the exact same sound that was incapacitating Mark in the underwater world. So Mark tries to fly away, but he gets hit with it again. So he flies all the way to the Guardians of the Globe and crash lands in that bitch. All the Guardians learn that Cecil is the type of nigga that would do anything for the greater good. So they all eventually leave the group and Invincible quits working for Cecil. L audio because I'm literally editing this right now, but I want you lot to watch this scene, bro, so you're gonna watch it regardless.
I will never work for you again. We're done. And if you ever come near my family again, I will kill you.
And the rest of this episode is stuff that I ain't really gonna put in this video because the script is already getting long as I'm writing it. I'm not trying to add any filler in this bitch, I'm not gonna lie. But the third episode is where shit actually gets crazy. Because Oliver's got his powers, as we all know, and this nigga is already addicted to crack cocaine straight up. And I'm gonna get to that in a bit, alright? So Oliver and Mark go to the tailor to get a new costume. And look at Mark's costume, bro. Ooh, they finally did it, fam. They finally did it. They gave us the blue and black suit, bro. I've been waiting for this since October last year. The only gripe that I do have with this right now, though, is that it really looks very flat compared to the comics. Like, tell me, which one looks cleaner? Trick question, the comics always look cleaner. Like, can Amazon give these animators more money and more time? Because they've definitely cut corners just to meet the deadline. And the thing is, the anime special had amazing animation. So did the trailer. In my opinion, that should be the bare minimum for Invincible, I'm not gonna lie. Like Amazon, I promise you that if you give the animators and the writers more time, the fans won't hate you for it, I guarantee that. In fact, I would rather wait another year just to get better animation, but that's just me personally. Let me know your opinion on the animation situation in the comments, because I'm really interested to see your viewpoints. But I was yapping so much that I almost forgot the main reason I even made this video. Oliver. Now, him as a character, he's great. I have no qualms with him whatsoever. But there's some stuff that I really need to talk about with this nigga. Like, number one, this nigga is a sociopath. Because when the Mauler twins broke into the military base, no one else could stop them because they had some sort of spazzing gun. So Mark goes out to try and stop what's happening, and Oliver follows behind him. The Mauler twins are about to set off a nuke, but they get stopped by Mark. But you know the classic trope in this whole franchise, bro. The nigga's name is Invincible, but he ends up looking like Stephen Hawking at the end of the episode. Cause he got hit with that spaz gun and he can barely walk right now. But that's when Oliver comes in to save his ass. He busts in, combusting the gun, and stands there like a menace. This was the first sign that this nigga was gonna start crashing out, just watch. He bodies the Mauler twins, and Mark tries to step in, but he gets hit with a combo so crazy that it would have Sandstorm shocked. Oliver gets slammed on the floor, but gets back up with efficiency. But the Mauler twins set off the nuke, and Mark rushes in to try and stop it. So with Mark gone, Oliver can actually show his inner King Von. I don't know what it is with the new generation of superheroes, but they don't give a shit about how precious life is. Cause Oliver punches one of the twins and relocates that nigga's jaw to be on the floor at all times. Then he tried doing some more damage, but he gets ragdolled like he's Loki. But that didn't change anything. In fact, it pissed him off even more. Cause Oliver charges up a punch and rips through one of the twins. And look at the way he just stands there. Bro, I don't know if this is Omni-Man's genetics kicking in or something, but that nigga has no remorse. Look at him. Look at him, bro. What? He steps towards the other twin and punches his head clean off like he's maining Edgerunners. And this nigga really had the audacity to say that.
I didn't mean it. It was an accident.
Nigga! What the fuck? And he said that shit with the exact same tone that the troublesome kids say it, bro. Like, there is no way on God's green earth that shit was an accident, bro. I stand by that opinion until I die. Like, I understand if the first kill was an accident because let's be real, he doesn't know his strength. It would make sense if the first kill was an accident. But the second one definitely was not, bro. It was not. Niggas will have kids with traits similar to this, and when that kid becomes a serial killer, they will look you dead in the eye and say, we saw no signs. Nigga! The biggest sign was him ripping a nigga's head off and then hitting the other nigga with a toji. What do you mean there weren't no signs? I haven't really gotten that far into the comics, but I think I'm on like issue 76 right now, or like 50 to 76, anywhere between there. But I can already tell that Oliver is about to cause problems for Invincible. This is gonna turn into a Cain and Abel situation, bro. I'm calling it right now. What I am about to say next is spoilers for a certain fight that is gonna happen later in the season. Click off of this video now if you do not want it to be spoiled. Oh, and you best believe that when that fight with Craig comes out, you will see a video in the next week, I guarantee it. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about the first 3 episodes. This show is peak, and I'm gonna catch you lot in a bit. Peace. Hey, that rhymed.
Aye.
Ayy, I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let this chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let this chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. Ayy, pop out on a pussy. Nigga, what the fuck up?